Winston as Churchill, The World Crisis, Volume 4, The Aftermath, 1918 to 1922. Preface. This volume completes the task I undertook nearly 10 years ago of making a contemporary contribution to the history of the Great War. As in previous volumes, the record and discussion of world-famous events is strung upon the thread of personal narrative. This method will justify itself to the reader who seeks to form his own opinion from a number of similar authentic accounts. It involves, however, considerable variation in the proportion of events. Thus, episodes and transactions which I took part in myself, or had direct knowledge of, naturally obtain exceptional prominence. Wherever possible, I have told the tale in my own words, written or spoken at the time. The proper adjustments must be made in pages where this occurs. I tell the tale as I saw it unfold, but others saw it from a different angle, and there was much that I did not see. I have been surprised in writing of the events with which this volume deals to find the number of important affairs in which I was personally concerned, which had utterly passed from my mind. In these years the press of business was extreme. Developments succeeded each other in ceaseless transformation. The whole world was in flux at the same moment. One impression effaced another. It is only when I reread the speeches, letters and memoranda of the time that these intense and exciting years live again for me. I am sure that there is scarcely any period about which more has been recorded, more has been forgotten and less is understood than the 4 years which followed the armistice. It may therefore be a serviceable act to present a general view of the scene, albeit from a personal angle, and still more to trace through a labyrinth of innumerable happenings the unique and inexorable sequence of cause and effect. Most of the books written since the war have dealt with the peace conference in Paris, upon which a voluminous literature exists. My work during these years was concerned mainly with what happened outside the halls of Paris and Versailles, and with the consequences of the decisions, and not less of the delays, of the plenipotentiaries upon great countries and millions of people. It is with these external reactions, therefore, that this volume mainly deals. It is unhappily for the most part a chronicle of misfortune and tragedy. Whether this tenor was inevitable or not, the reader must judge. In no period of my official life, extending now over nearly a quarter of a century, was public business so difficult as in these post-war years. Events were crowded and turbulent. Men were tired and wayward. Power was on the ebb tide. Prosperity was stranded, and money was an increasing worry. Not only, therefore, were the problems hard and numerous, but the means for coping with them continually diminished. Moreover, it was not easy to adjust one's mind to the new dimensions. It was hard to realize that victory beyond the dreams of hope led to weakness, discontent, faction, and disappointment, and that this was in itself a process of regrowth. I therefore wish to judge with special compunction the shortcomings and errors of those who at the summit filled the most difficult positions of all. It is perhaps necessary for me to repeat here, as in the former volumes, that all the opinions expressed are purely personal and commit no one but myself. I have also to express my thanks to those who have so powerfully assisted me with advice and knowledge, or who have allowed their confidentiality, spoken or written opinions to be quoted. Winston Spencer Churchill, in Cartwell, January 1, 1929.